Where are you riding him?
One of the days I came outside and Arret was on his back. And I started taking a video because I was like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And Arret just jumped on Bouge.
He's like, yeah.
And I was like, what is this little goat doing? Like, how silly is this? He would take naps on Bouge.
Are you napping up there, buddy?
Scratching his back.
Hey, cutie.
Arret is a little bit full of himself. So he's trying to let everybody know that it's his horse.
Get away from my horse.
And Bouge didn't seem to mind at all. So we got Bouge about 5 or 6 years ago. When I saw him, he was just the biggest horse I had ever seen. He was heavily used mountain pack horse, and he was really standoffish, but he had such a kind soul, and I wanted to bring him home. At that time, that I only had 2 dogs and 1 other horse. And then I've always wanted to have goats on the farm. Arret with the other goats were posted online, and we went out to go get them in a small community. They were so cute and tiny. When we first brought Arret home, Arret lived in the house with us until he was old enough to go outside. And when we put him outside, what I noticed was that he'd always go and hang out in the pasture with the 2 horses. He would go and eat grass out in the pasture with them, which I thought was pretty unique. So that was how the dynamic started.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
From there, I think Arret saw this as an opportunity to get to all the areas that the other goats couldn't get to. So he started to jump on the hay bale and climb on top of him. And what was interesting is that Bouge was pretty tolerant. He was just allowing it to happen. They wandered around the yard. Arret would guide him towards the fruit trees where there was the new buds and leaves starting. And Bouge seems to enjoy Arret being on his back. So it likely was a mutually beneficial relationship. And their bond has continued to form and evolve. Is just enjoying the company of one another. And there's times where they get playful. Just like any friends, they have days where they're like, you're bugging me, what are you doing here? They are 2 animals that are different species, but I think they love one another. Arret is very proud that he has Bouge as his horse and his friend. And Bouge really enjoys having companionship of an animal that's not picking on him. That's what makes it so special.